Welcome to another edition of the Bitcoin Minute. Feels a lot like winter, with losses over the last 7 days in Bitcoin and Ethereum, both equaling over 20%. So are we going to see an end to this carnage anytime soon? That's what we're going to discuss in today's show. Stay tuned. Well, as I've spoken about recently in my articles, if we don't hold support at 29,000, I believe we are going much lower. Let's look at an hourly chart to see why I think we are actually headed lower. Maybe not right away, but definitely sometime in the near future. Now, I put in this retracement yesterday. What I noticed was that after this long decline of nearly $10,000, we failed to even come above the 23% retracement on this bounce here, and we have yet still to trade above this level. So that tells me that we are likely headed much lower still. Now, another technical indicator that agrees with this theory would be the fact that we had a death cross, or about to have a death cross, between the 50 and 100-day moving averages, which would put us in full bearish alignment. Now I want to show you the longer term reasons why I think we are going lower still. And in our last show, we spoke about how in each of these cycles we saw an 85% decline from the apex of each of these halving cycles. Now I want to look at this a different way. I want to look at the retracement not from each apex of every cycle, but from each parabolic move Bitcoin has ever experienced. And to do that, we're going to look at a different chart that has a longer data set going back further. So I'm going to attempt to show you why I think that we have yet to retrace fully from the parabolic moves seen in 2020. Going back to every parabolic move in Bitcoin, we have retraced at least 78% from the apex before going on to move higher. Now, this is the first parabolic move in Bitcoin's history, at least as far as I can go back in this chart. And if we put in a fib retracement, you can see we definitely did retrace at least 78% from the base to the apex. Now, the next parabolic move occurred in 2013. And in this case, we actually retraced 78% in the exact same week that we hit our apex. So that one's a little bit different than the rest, but nonetheless, it still meets the criteria. Our next parabolic move, we indeed retraced minimally 78%. The next one in 2017-2018, you'll see we also retraced at least 78% from our base to our apex. Now, in this final parabolic move that occurred starting in 2020, we have yet to see that, because for us to have seen this 78% correction, we would have to hit a low of $17,000, and that's at least $17,000. It could go lower, but if it is going to continue this pattern of parabolic rises and 78% minimal retracements, this is where we could expect prices to hit at minimum. Although I said I wasn't predicting that we would hit as low as $10,000 last time, which is what the halving cycles were predicting, I do think that this is very likely. So to recap, this level of support, the current level of support at 29,000 approximately, is absolutely critical, and it represents a triple bottom throughout the past 2 years, as well as the 61.8% retracement of this entire parabolic rally. Also think that we could easily see a bounce from here up to 36,000. I don't think the bounce will take us any further than this, and I do think we will very shortly thereafter resume our downtrend. And once this level breaks at 29,000, we are going to quickly see pricing hit approximately $18,000. I think we need to see Bitcoin reach at least $17,900 before we can begin to believe the next parabolic rally can start. I'm not saying when we're going to breach the current support at $29,000, but I am saying that when we do breach it, it is going to represent a lot of energy getting released to the downside, because realize this right now is a triple bottom over the last 2 years, and once we break this critical level of $29,000, which represents this triple bottom as well as the 61.8% retracement of this last parabolic rally, we will soonly thereafter see a visit to minimal $18,000, possibly even lower. I don't think we'll ever see prices below $10,000. I definitely think that $17,900 is our target over the next 6 months to a year. This has been Joseph Wagner. Thank you for joining me. Stay warm out there, and I'll see you on the other side. And for all of you that haven't done so already, I invite you guys to come to thegoldforecast.com/crypto and sign up for our free bi-weekly crypto newsletter. When you do that, you will not only receive notification whenever we publish a new article, but also be notified via email whenever we recommend a trade in Bitcoin. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.